So, start off with, if you like toys, reselling, and this kind of content, please like, subscribe, comment below. That helps me out quite a bit. Thank you kindly. So today we have My Little Ponies. At least most of them should be My Little Ponies. From my experience, My Little Pony is one of the most common forged toy that you will run into. Forged isn't the right word. Knockoffs. You run into a ton of knockoffs on these. And the one tried and true method to tell if you got a My Little Pony is the foot. It'll say My Little Pony. The other ones say nothing or some kind of gibberish. Greenbrier International, which is the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Dollar General brand, has them, and they are very, very common. So anytime I see a bag of these, I pick it up and I look at a foot, and if it's not My Little Pony, I don't want it. Other stuff in this bag too. I got it for $3. So, bag split open, so we'll just start there. We got, well, we'll just pull them out and kind of figure out what we're doing with them. So, in general, My Little Ponies, there's generation 1, 2, 3, and 4. They go in sizes from 3 to 6 inches and up. They're either brushable or not brushable. They have cutie marks. Sometimes they have like variants. So we'll just kind of take them out and figure out what's what, and then we'll dive into them individually. So we got a Beanie Baby keychain. I don't know if that's going to have any value. I just picked up the bag and I saw My Little Pony on at least 3 of them. A $3 bag, so I knew it paid for itself at that point. There's a My Little Pony. This one looks sus. Oh, it is My Little Pony. Weird. Okay. This is the kind of like face that the fake ones usually have. I guess this is nicer, but they all have this like vacant look, and it's kind of creepy. Like the box of the generic cereal where they have a mascot that's always like cross-eyed or just has a vacant stare. Oops. Rainbow Corn's egg. Zuru. This is going to be garbage. Zuru makes blind bag toys primarily that don't really hold value. This is a big honkin' My Little Pony. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. So we're going to learn about that, because I don't know if the big ones have value or not. So 3s and 6s do. That's what you typically run into. This one's legit. And last one in the bag. Another one of the weird vacant stare ones, but that one's good. These are all like 10 to 20 years old. They're not in awesome shape. Oh, there's one more thing in the bag. What is this? Like a pirate. No, garbage. Let's get into these individually then. Alright, so we'll start with the little ones and move up from there. So this is a 2010 brushable 3-inch. And 2010 means it's G4. So G1 was the 80s, G2 was early 90s, G3, and then 3.5, I guess. This gets pretty deep, but that was like late 90s. And then they've been G4 for a very long time, and I don't, other than like some slight differences, I don't know why. Like G1s, if I had any, I would show you that they're really odd looking, but anywho, this is a thing, and part of reselling is you're gonna have to learn new stuff. So one day I was at a thrift shop doing my toy thing, and there was a giant bag of My Little Ponies, like a pillowcase worth of My Little Ponies for like $10. And I knew that people bought them, and I'm like, it took me about 2 weeks to go through them all. And I made a few $100 in the long run, but I had to learn a lot about My Little Ponies. So you separate them, as I said, into sizes. into generations, and then into brushable, not brushable, and then finally, who is it? And balloons means it's Pinkie Pie, and that's the cutie mark. Condition is not great on this. The head hair is good, and this is a thing you gotta get into with My Little Ponies, is when they're brushable, you gotta be able to run a brush through them, or else people are gonna be upset. The tail is not doing good. So it's a kid's toy. Some kids will style the hair, and if you put any kind of like gel or anything into this, it's plastic, so it doesn't chemically do very well. Some kids give their ponies a haircut. You just got to be upfront with your listing. This has value. Somebody might not be particular about the tail. But let's see what we got on this. All right. My Little Pony 2010 Brushable Pinkie Pie. So you're going to have variants now. So this one is like eyeliner and a lot of balloons. The one next to it, I think, is the one we have. So you just got to read the description. 3-inch facing right. Well, the head moves, so I don't quite understand what that means. Yeah, the head moves on his too. Yeah, I think this is ours. I mean, it's the same thing. You just check the cutie mark is the same. Sometimes one of the variants will be like, it'll have tinsel in the hair versus no tinsel. So you just got to make sure you list it the right way. Oh, I see. Maybe you meant facing right as in the cutie mark is on the right side. Because it'll be left or right side cutie mark, sometimes both. But yeah, so this is going to be an 8-bucker, almost guaranteed. You can see 417 listings for just this one. We got 54 sold, which is fine. As a sell-through rate, that's not bad at all. Brushable figure. So there's nothing special about this Pinkie Pie. It's just a regular old My Little Pony. So I'm going to do $8 on it. Put that up. I spent $3 on this bag. $8 makes me break even. Easy peasy. On to the next one. Alright, so we'll get this Beanie Baby one out of the way. So, you know, resellers make fun of Beanie Babies constantly, and for good reason. It's one of the biggest, like, fall from graces for a product in the internet age. Pushed artificially high through demand, and then when that demand, the floor fell out from underneath it. They have no value. People still try to sell them. They do not sell. I've sold one ever. When I got started, I thought, oh, these still have value, because there's a lot of fake listings online for people selling them for $50, and it's BS. They're trying to make an artificial sale to push a perception that something still has value when it does not. So, I don't know if this is going to have value because it's some kind of crossover. It's a keychain. But anyways, this cutie symbol here, this is Rarity. And it's a unicorn. So let's see what we got here. Have to put keychain. I'm not quite sure what this is. It doesn't have a tag. That's a thing with beanies, if there indeed is a thing at this point. Or a bag clip. Let's put clip. I'm not seeing that. That's not something that somebody added. Okay. Rainbow Dash bag clip. Rarity clip. That's a McDonald's toy. Odd, I'm not seeing the what I have. Oh, I have this on sold listings. That's why. Whoops. That was my bad. Oh, okay. Well, 6, but we now know that they don't sell. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so this is a variant glitter hair. Is the one that I have, I believe. Yeah, so we know they don't sell. So, offset in the trash. Good day. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so next one we got another 3-inch G4 brush wool 2010 Pegasus, and that cutie mark, the butterflies, means this is Shutterfly. Not super desirable, and this one's, the hair is really not good. The head hair is not terrible, but the tail is really bad. So I have to put that in the listing, and it's going to make this one a tough sell. Let's take a look at how many of these we got out here. Shutterfly. Is that the name? Yeah, Shutterfly. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was a horror movie. And I was like, wait a minute. That can't be right. So this is... So the thing with cameras is you can't tell if somebody switched it. This one has tinsel hair, though, so that ain't right. On the right track, though. So I got right side cutie mark. Oh, okay, that's the right one. I don't have the height on that one, though. But let's see. We will put Shutterfly 2010. Oh, 57. I thought this one was a more common one. The last one had 400 listings. Right, that's a 6-inch. We have a 3. So now we're down to 15. Okay. Interesting. Even though it's showing me the wrong sizes. Okay. Pink butterflies and hearts. I don't see that. All right, let's just look. It's sold. I didn't think this one would be worth more than 8. And in the condition it's in, I'm probably not going to push my luck on it. So that one went for 12, and that's what we have. 12. I'm still going to do 8 just because the tail is not good. The head hair is okay. The tail hair is like unacceptable. It actually looks like this one. This one's beat. Yeah, I mean, I got them so cheaply, I do not need to risk owning this long term if I could just get it out the door and make $3 on it. So I'll do it that way. All right, let's see what we got next. All right, next up we got same size, same year, this time, again, Rarity. This one's in better shape. The head hair is pretty good. Not great, but good. Tail is not great either. I don't know if it's the bathtub that does this to the hair. I can kind of see that. Or just excessive brushing. I don't know how well these are really made, honestly. But I don't feel like I would have to explain the tail away on that one like the last one. Alright, so let's check out what we can get for this one. So we got 1,000 listings, but I think it's because the name Rarity is going to throw the search engine for a loop here, because people love to say rare in all their listings. I don't see why this one would be the most popular. Like Applejack and Rainbow Dash would be up there, but not this one, I don't think. We'll try brushable. Let's see if that knocks it down. Oh, 172. Okay. Weird. Alright, so right off the bat, this is the one we have. 14, 12. I'm not going to be aggressive with these, even if I can, because I just don't want to have them around forever. You know, the story of the pillowcase full of My Little Ponies, I still have some of those. I've sold a lot of My Little Ponies, but I bought a lot of them. And some of them I'm just done looking at this point. Alright, so that's the one I have, and that was 10. 9.5. But I think we're just going to do 8. There's nothing special about it, and that will likely undercut absolutely everyone else and get it out the door. And I'm fine with that, if you're fine with that. Getting into the larger ponies, these are like 5-inch. So they're kind of a weird size, because usually you go 3 to 6. But this is a 5. Whatever. So I think this is a Gen 3. So it's a little bigger. It's kind of got that like weird face. Looks more like the originals. And Gen 3 is when they just went all out and just started introducing tons of new ponies. And I think they phased all of them out in Gen 4, but this is where you got to be real good with cutie marks. There are resources online if you want to get into this, and you're in over your head, where it's like a chart of all the cutie marks by generation. So this is Swirlypop. I had to look it up. I had no clue. And this one also, you're going to have different variants. So the pop, and then it's got the hearts down the leg, and then it also has like a bonus heart over here. So I don't know if that's uncommon. We're going to find out. I don't know how popular Gen 3s are. I very rarely run into them. If ever, actually. Gen 1, sometimes. Gen 4, all the time. So let's look at this. So 14 Swirlypops out there. So this one's new in box. That one's out for 18. And that's all the Swirlypops we got. Now this one is mislabeled as Cutie Cadence Lollipop, which Cadence is a different character entirely. Cadence Hearts, I don't know why these are labeled differently. So there's actually quite a few more than the listing said. This one is, I don't know. The search engine's kind of weird on this. This is Swirlypop, clearly. But yeah, let's look at the sold ones. Really don't know, honestly. No exact match, but this is obviously the one I have. $15 it went for. And that's it. Wow, okay. I'm gonna get rid of Swirlypop, and I'm just gonna see how many brushable from this era. I don't know if the search engine is just not doing me any favors, or if these are absolutely not desirable in any way. I wouldn't think that would be the case. I could try taking out year. Well, why don't we just do My Little Pony and Swirlypop, because I really doubt this was ever released again. 4 Swirlypop sold. And they're all the same one I have. 20, 15, 13. And how many for sale? Okay, 5. Yeah, okay. It just could be a matter of it's not common. They may not have sold well. I don't know if this was a dip in popularity. We got one. I think I will do 9 on mine. I'm more than happy with that. We got one more from this era. That's not that weird lot of G3s. I again had to look this one up because, yeah, what is that? This is Daisy Paisley. This sounds like a knockoff name, honestly. It's terrible. Yeah, so it's got that weird coloration, like the foot. That's kind of unique. Let's see if this one is rare or desirable. The last one seemed to be kind of towing the line on that. All right, so we got 24 Daisy Paisleys out there. So this one has 14 watchers at $17. And then the price goes down from there, so I'm not sure why there's so many watchers on that one. These are all definitely the same. Same, like, two-tone hair. Nothing different about them, so looking at like 12, the low point here. All right, so 24 for sale. Five sold. That one went for 9. One that's still in the box. A dual one. 11. So we'll do 10. We'll do 10 for this one. Because there's something a little different. Alright, last is the big one. Alright, so last we got this enormous one. So this one is 8 and change. Biggest pony I've ever purchased, certainly. I haven't seen bigger ones, but usually this size, the store will mark them individually, and they want like $3 or $5. So I've never grabbed one. Must be a reason for it. But stuffed in a bag for $3. I really couldn't go wrong with it. So this cutie mark, this is Princess Celestia. Got some like adornment here. A lot of times when you see markings like that, it means it comes with accessories, which we don't have. I have gotten larger ones, and they had boots, all kinds of stuff like that. So let's punch this in here. All right. So this one here looks to be the same to me. Has like a crown. That could be right. 8-inch. So that's going for 14. It's definitely the same. So we're missing the crown. That's going for 20, for 18. Put in 8-inch. Then we'll go over to sold and see if these hold any real value. So 75 for sale. And I'm kind of feeling like these aren't going to go anywhere. Just because they're a wonky size. 4, yeah. So, you know, when you think about kids and playing and stuff, you don't want to have a whole bunch of 3-inch ponies and then this giant ass pony. Like, if you're playing with stuff, it should all be roughly the same size. Just makes more sense for your narrative. So, with that said, 75 for sale, 4 sold, and I'm missing the crown. So, this is going to be problematic. Because these all seem to have the crown, except this one. And that one went for, what, 14? So I'm going to have to be the cheapest by probably $2. So let's look. 20. People may have priced themselves out here, which would be great. That one's 17, 18. That one's no crown, but they want 20. So I think I will do... Yeah, these are all kind of expensive, and that might be why they're not going. because everybody is listing it for too much. And perception of value, if something is 20, it's going to be kind of not go with the other stuff. You could get 2 ponies that are normal size. I'm going to just get a weight on this. Thinking 6. 9. Wow, okay. So I think we'll do 12, and I'm going to lose a lot of that to shipping, unfortunately, but I think that's the right way to go to not end up owning it long term. And we turned $3 into $24 once all these go. So I hope you like My Little Pony content and reseller content and toy content. I have a lot of stuff. So I was in a real drought the last 2 weeks, and that's over. I bought on Facebook Marketplace, I bought an enormous lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. That's going to take probably 2 to 3 days to go through on stream. And then I got another bag, and who knows what else I'll come across the next few days, because it'll take me some time to go through all that. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.